Okay. শুনিছানে?
স্যার শুনিছো মই স্যার মোটো অডিবল হৈ আছে
হৈছে। ঠিক আছে শুনা এতিয়া আমি ফাৰ্স্ট কথাটো হ'ব তোমালোক দুজনৰ ইন্ট্ৰোডাকশনটা কৰিম ফাৰ্স্টে ঠিক আছে দুইজনৰ এটা ইন্ট্ৰোডাকশন কৰা হ'ব তাৰ পাছত তোমালোকে এজনকে নিজৰ এটা টক দিবা 10 মিনিট যি লাগে নিজৰ এক্সপেৰিয়েন্স নিজৰ মানে হেৰি কি কৰিলা কেনেকে কৰিলা কি তাৰ পাছত আমি এটা
মই কৈ দিওঁ
আৰম্ভ হ'ব
Sir,
I think we can't share this any slide or something here, na?
You can see. You want to share, you can share. Not a problem.
Sorry?
Not a problem.
You can share. You can share.
Okay.
I think we can start the session. All the students have joined.
Good evening, student. Good evening, ma'am.
Yeah, good evening. Good evening. Is it good evening? It's good afternoon now. Okay. So there is no echo.
One minute.
Alright. So good
Gopal, 1 minute.
afternoon,
There is
everyone.
a hand raise. Sorab Sharma and Ras Rishi Kashyap. So one by one, please tell me what is your concern. Sorab Ram.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, what?
You
I
have
think it
hand
is by
raised.
mistake. I think they
By
did it by
mistake.
mistake.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. No problem. You can continue.
Sarah, please mute yourself. Okay. Okay, then once again, good afternoon, everyone, and I warmly welcome all of you to this session. And this is the second talk in our talk series that has been conducted by the Creative Art Induction Committee. And today's talk is very special for all of us because two of our alumni, they will deliver talk, Mr. Naitik Kolita and Mr. Sorab Sharma. They are flourishingly doing well in their field of entrepreneurship. They have their own startups and they are doing really well in their own fields, and they are connected with us today. And the most interesting thing probably is that they were there on your side as students just 2-3 years back, and today they are with us as speakers of this session, and this is a moment of great pride for all of us. And I am sure their talk will inspire you to think if you can also have your own startups, own entrepreneurship, so and using your own innovativeness or creativity. So before I request them to give their lecture on entrepreneurship or startups, how to do it and all the allied things associated. So I would like to just give a brief introduction about both of them. Mr. Sorab Sharma, he is an entrepreneur, founder and CEO of Pikhansa Private Limited. He has owned the prestigious Gandhi Young Technological Innovation Award 2019. Sorab has owned many business model competitions in different states throughout India, including the Young Scientist Award of 2019. He has one research paper published in IEEE Digital Explore and holds 2 patents in Indian Patent Office. A Guwahati-born entrepreneur and engineer by training, he started his first company when he was in the 2nd semester of BTech with his pass-out senior, where he used to design the PCB, circuit board and all. He has completed his graduation in mechanical engineering in the year 2018 from Tezpur University. More recently, Sorab has initiated a venture which delves in to deliver hygienic quality pani puri through a machine. Right after passing out from Tezpur University, the Pani Puri machine idea has been selected as the best ideal project from Northeastern region. The startup has also been selected as a Northeast top 10 startup with NABARD ISAP sponsored. On 2019, they got the initial grant of 10 lakhs from DST, and on 2020, they have again selected for a funding of 25 lakhs from RRL and IGKV. The company has a current valuation of 2.5 crore. Now I would like to introduce Mr. Naitik Kolita. Naitik Kolita currently working as the co-founder and CEO of U Involve Private Limited for the past 16 months. He did his BTech in Mechanical Engineering from Tezpur University 2013 to 17 batch. Before having completed his graduation in 2017, he had started his entrepreneurial journey with no prior experience, but had an urge and motivation required to make a change. He is an optimist and he aspires to live in a world where people have access to equal opportunities. He believes in the power of emotional intelligence and how it can shape the new knowledge-based economy. 2 months back, they have secured a pre-seed fund of rupees 10 lakhs for a company valuation of more than 1 crore. He loves listening to music and have an undying love for Porsche cars. So once again, I warmly welcome Sorab and Naitik to this session, and I request Sorab and Naitik to please take over. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So let's start. Sorab,
Yeah. So hello everyone. Yeah, good afternoon. So first of all, I would like to thank the TU fraternity for inviting us for this induction program. Hi juniors. I was among you, 6 years back, hearing about the ragging and all those stuffs. That comes as rumors to all those juniors, like there is a ghost in the first floor, someone died there. All those rumors you will get only to know, you will only get to know in the first year itself. And seniors take the major advantage of it. But it was quite a fun. These will be the things that will be like memories, sweet memories in one's life. I remember it as if it was yesterday, despite my young age. Although I can't recall how we ended up there, talking about all those layoffs, I do remember a specific conversation with all our friends there. But
Saurav, can I
by the
please interrupt? Saurav.
hello, yeah,
Yes. Now, Bozit, can you please mute your mic? Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Otherwise, it was going. Okay. You
Yeah,
please carry
yeah.
on, Saurav.
So I would like to introduce myself. So my name is Sorab Sharma. I have completed my BTech in mechanical engineering in the year 2018, and now I have started my own venture named as Pikhansa Private Limited, and I'm the founder and CEO of that company. So we claim to be the world's first food and beverages company working on a revolutionary product of vending customized variants of pani puri hygienically and efficiently through an automated pani puri vending machine, with a vision to create the best food chain restaurant in the globe. The development of the many of the times people used to ask me why such machine is it's necessary or what, but the development of such machine is to provide a fresh and crispy pani puri, keeping the hygienic factor in mind and delivering the food items in a less amount of time to the customers. From my BTech days itself, I want to create something new. Are things which people can get a maximum benefit from it, and there everything something strikes in my mind. So with my pass out seniors, I have started a first design and PC manufacturing farm. No, we named it as truelegend.com. So I used to design each and every PCB and the first and supply to all those students working on the different colleges GIMT and JEC and all. So later I was into juice supply. Last year I was at the last year itself I was into the rabri guy. I used to make rabris and all. Used to make in my hostel and supply it to the canteens, and that's how we started the many of the ventures during my BTech days only. One of the first thing I experienced from Tezpur University is management. There are 100 assignments and you have to complete it within a stipulated amount of time. So there is quite a big rush among the students. The brainstorming sessions, all those funny talks in the mid of the examinations, from a junior convener to prefect. All that journey helped me in the later part of my life. But above all, I was not at all impressed with all those ideas that I have done during my BTech days. I want to do something new and productive. That's why I prefer the idea of spiritual entrepreneur. I define this as being in business for more than personal gain or benefit. Answering to something that is greater than ourselves and upholding spiritual values that we believe in. In short, having a mission of doing good through business, or better yet, making the world a better place while making journey, like making money or through this entrepreneurial journey. So we took only pani puri. We have not taken any one of the street food, because pani puri, if you know, is one of the oldest and famous Indian street food. and to make it popular, we are customizing it with different flavors and mechanizing it to a great extent. Though the pani puri, if you know, is there are many people's just due to its unhygienic factor. It's not taking, though they are taking daily, but it's one of the most unhygienic. And if you say yeah, like 10 million people are being affected every day just because of this hygienic consumption of pani puri. So we took that it's a major problems that we have to solve it, and that's why we have invented this machine, a pani puri vending machine, where you have to, where a vendor uh, there is minimum human interventions. There will not no like no he does not have to use any hands or something, like the gloves. Even the gloves is not required in this machine. Just you have to put the raw potatoes in there, and it will going to mix it, and it will going to dispense it into your pani puri platter, in a pani puri plates, and you will going to have it within 10 seconds of time. You're like you're going to have 5 pani puris. So that's the idea we are working on it. So 2019 we have started this venture, and 2018 we got the uh, this ideal innovation award from these northeastern regions, and also we have been selected as a northeast top 10 startup, which was sponsored by NABARD and ISF. ISAP, if I told you, like, is an international society of agricultural professionals. So it's one of the in agribusiness, if you know, like agriculture is one thing, then agribusiness is something where from contract farming to selling this everything, like potatoes and everything, like going to the export market. So all those things is controlled by ICP. So you have to take that's a big organizations, and they are the main sponsor of that thing. uh, so now I just want to just give a brief about what entrepreneurship was all about, and how I have started the journey and all. uh, so I want to present it. So this is the study that I have made, for entrepreneurship. It's like living a few years of these are just the theories. I'm just trying to tell you that if you have good idea, what you will going to do, like so entrepreneurship, if you make a googles or something, so you're going to get all those type of definitions and all. Entrepreneurship, living a few years of life, like most people want to, so that you can spend the rest of your life like people can't. These are just the theories. So the entrepreneurs also know, if you recognize some opportunities, and if you think that that opportunity has something to change the problems or to reduce the problems, then definitely you can take the idea forward. And you have and most and the most importantly, you have to capture the marketplace there. And for that you have to be like the success, and like the ideas to executions, everything have to worked out. And the main thing is the team. So the people think that what are the misconceptions about entrepreneurship, the what people think, like the successful entrepreneurship needs only a great idea, but it's not like that. you know uh, if you say the Flipkart, the idea is same that of Amazon's, but their execution is quite good. So they have succeeded in India, but though Amazon is there, but they have also succeeded. Even the Snapdeal is also, it's not lagging behind. They are also now, they are around 9 to 10 crores variations. No, sorry, 9 to 10 billion-dollar valuations. So and the people think the entrepreneurship is easy. It's easy, but it's there are a lot of hardships. Yeah, you have to you know you have to manage people's. After all, also like people think that running something, running a mess, or being being the prefect or something, convener in this in any government institutions or any private institutions, and running an entrepreneurial venture is totally different thing. Because in government institutions or anything like that, you don't have money constraint. But if you go to any entrepreneurial venture, you have money constraint. Also, you will get the time constraint too. So you have to complete the task within a stipulated amount of time. Also, there is a fear that the other competitors might not arrive at that time. So there are some things that you have to tackle each and every day. So that's why it's not it's not that easy. It's not a risky gamble. It's a found and also people say that entrepreneurs is found only in small business. These are all those misconceptions. Entrepreneur ventures and small business are the same thing. No, entrepreneur ventures and small businesses, like businesses, what are the main differences between business and venture is, businesses are like they proceed in they like point 0.5, like 1.5x. They the growth is like 2x, 3x, 4x. But if you go to startup or any entrepreneur ventures, the growth should be like 10x, 20x. And that's the major difference between this. So these are the small differences that I want to just put you forward. The entrepreneur venture, so in entrepreneur ventures, you will it is characterized by innovative practices. Like if you have some innovations into that, then definitely it will be a good valuation company in the coming future. But in a small business, it's not like that. You already have existed idea into that. You just have to copy it, and you just to capture the marketplaces where you can put the supplies into that. So there is totally a different concept of entrepreneur ventures and small businesses, you know but every entrepreneur ventures start with a small business only, like MSME. Every venture is like MSME at the first stage. But in the due course of time, you have to bring innovations into it, and you have to put the ideas forward, and after all your ventures too. So what are the inventions? Like the categorized, the inventions are right, but as the aeroplane, the airplanes that they have invented, the light bulb. These are all the inventions. The extension is like the McDonald's, if you see. So the Ray Kroc, he was the first one, but he was not the founder. Ray Kroc is only the marketing guy, and he overtook McDonald's in the later part after 3-4 years, I think. And so Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook, these are all the servicing company. They are not into the hardware manufacturing or something. They are only into consumer products. I think this is very for 18 years or 19 years maybe, if you are not at all like you have not been into this field. Even I was not into this field before, so it may be new into this entrepreneurial journey. So you don't have to worry, or like the things are it's as it is written here, it's a risky gamble or something. You don't need to fear about all that. You're going to learn as the time passes by. So the current importance of entrepreneurship, the as if you change, if you innovate something, definitely there is a maximum chance of creating jobs. If the startups really flourish about then definitely there are more number of jobs, and people will be very happy. The major problems are going to be ended, and solutions are going to become. So all this entrepreneur procedure is like there is advantage of doing it. Also there is some disadvantage, like you will not get the salary as like that in any private companies or any government no, like you will not get the salary. You have to sacrifice many things for that, and that's the that's the main stigma. That's the main uh, Josh, you can say, for creating something new. That's the idea. That's that's the idea to executions. The path breaking that you will going to carry on. It will make you more sophisticated. It will make you more a very entrepreneurial persons, a very self-disciplined people among all others. So the types of entrepreneurs, there are many. Like habitual entrepreneurs is like uh, l- uh, it's like your father has business, so from your birth you have been seeing it, and so everything about GST and all. So that is all about habitual entrepreneurs. So novice entrepreneurs, he has no prior business ownership experience, and so he is the first one to do that. So he may face some of the problems in the first year of the life, like I was like that. The nascent entrepreneurs is also like that. Even I didn't understand what is all about GST, but after I started my venture, then I came to know what valuation is all about. So so by 2018, I was like no, I have no experience what's this taxation, how to increase the valuations, everything. So marketing. So I thought that I have a great idea and I will going into the market, and the market will like boom. But it's not like that. It's about the team that we have to build. It's about this journey. It's about the vision. It's about everything, like from the day one to day two, like from for like day 100, if you say, how you're going to spend each and every day, each and every time of it with the team, and to bring new and innovative ideas. So it's all about fund. So you have to know how to raise fund right from the day one. And so it's all about human relations, decision making, and the goal setting, how we're going to plan each and every strategy. So all these are going to learn. It's all about experience. It's not like no, I'm just it's not about teaching or something, because you're not going to learn just by looking at the slides or something. So opportunity identification, the search for new ideas, you know uh, so it's all about the creating the idea. So you have to talk with many of the peoples. So but after all, the creativity is necessary, but idea is also a good one, but the main part is the execution. So idea is like 10%, creativity is again 10%. So the team consists of 20% of that. So how you execute, in the practical field, that's the 60% of the whole journey. And that's only going to create it. So entrepreneurial imagination and creativity is have to be there if you have to succeed in, because you may have to maybe about Nikon, not Nikon actually. Yeah, one of the that camera, I think I forgot the name. So actually they are not into this imaginations and creativity. And they thought that digital camera is not people are not going to accept it, and so they have some stereotypes mind, and also in the later part of their life they failed it. So that's how you have to keep imagination and creativity at the topmost level. So how entrepreneurs do what they do, actually, creative thinking by systematic analysis. So it's equal to success, but there is also one major factor, that is execution, as I have told you, because that's the major thing I'm feeling right now. It's not me, even all the founders, they used to tell that if the team is the utmost necessary, after that how the team is working. Most of the people's like they've been into this business, they are into the team members, but they are also working as a freelancing to someone. So in that like this, the mind it get diverted to some other reasons. So in this way, people are not going to get it. So the even the company vision and everything, you will not come to one focus point. So it will not bring to, like, it will bring success, but not that, even if the potential idea has a lot of potential, but it will not going to flourish. And this turn problems into opportunity. It's very important for any entrepreneurs. Also recognize the problem, what problem you are facing. Like, we have identified that in Panipuri, the unhygienic sector is the main problem that customer is facing right now. Also, like, the process of serving to the customers, like, when it is ended, like, after giving 5 6 panipuris, how it's ended. So again he have to make some potatoes. So all those things are going to mitigate in our machines. So the current machine is the first, it will serve 30 puris, 30 panipuris in a single minute. So it is quite fast and quite productive. So this is a critical thing, like, if you have a good idea, you are thinking about that, and you go for the incubation, like, and after getting incubated somewhere. So incubation and all is very new to you, maybe, I think. So don't get into this trauma, like, what is incubation called or something. You'll get to know once you get started. So incubation is like, like a chicken when it lays eggs. So it get incubated like for some days, in with some hot air or something, so that, the process becomes fast or some fast. So that's the same thing is incubated here. Incubation means the startups are being incubated here. So a nascent startup who has no idea how to reach to market and everything, so they have to incubate it. I think Tezpur University I think Tezpur University is applying for another incubations. I think the first incubation, I think. So IIT Guwahati has incubations. Assam, so we are incubated here. So so what's the facilities that you will going to get while incubated? The first one, you will get the mentoring process, the funding, and to connect to all the corporate sector, like, for building a machines. It's not like, if you're bringing a new product to the market, it's not about, making a machines and you just sell it. Even the critical parts of the machine you will not get here in India. You have to outsource the parts from Germany or China. Even but India is still working on that Atmanirbhar Bharat or something, but it will take time. It is not like that as Modi has announced today, so it will be available within a short period of time. It's not like that. So if so, you're going to get all those linkages here in incubations. So the measure meets innovation means, the first is innovation is planned and predictable. It's not like that. So most of the time you're going to get unpredictable innovations. You have not think of that. So you will get some problems, in the between of the executions of that idea. The meets to technical specifications should be thoroughly prepared. It's not like, the first machines that we have built so after that we thought that it's not it will be very tedious job for any customers to have it. So we have customized this vending machine quite bit. So everything, like, from creativity, from, to every technical specification, we have to thoroughly, it's not like thoroughly prepared, it will code. So if we are building servicing company or any manufacturing plant, so you will not going to know that the day after tomorrow or tomorrow it will cause some problem. So after executed, you will get to know, oh, अच्छा इसमें ये problem हो रहा है तो इसमें ये ठीक कर देते हैं. So you will get to know during the course of time. So and also big projects to develop better innovations. Then it's not you're going to get it after just started this venture, and any started after getting some innovations idea and creativity. It's not only about manufacturing, it's anything about food. At first we are into manufacturing businesses, now we are into food tech startup. We are food tech startup, we are not only focusing on the machines, we are bringing hygienic quality pani puri, we are bringing this good quality this one mashed potato and everything. So we are changing the way people yeah, taking the pani puri from right from the Mahabharata. So pani puri, if you know, people are taking it of it's one of the oldest food, and it's I think it's starting from Mahabharata is I think it's 5000 BC, you can say. So there it's coming around, and a lot of innovation has to be done, and we are the first one to do that. So let's see how you're going to get it. So most probably you'll going to see a new product in the market by mid 2021. So we are working on that. So that's the end of this slide actually. So I want Nabajit to carry forward, and I will also at the last I will also want to show you how we have started from the first year itself to the last year. So what are the innovations, and what are the projects that I have took, and I have I've tried my best to change into some venture, but I didn't think but I didn't found any entrepreneurial spirit into that. But I will show into the later part. But let's introduce this Navajit, please.
Hello, am I audible? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Saurav. Thank you so much. Hi guys, this is
Thank you.
Nabajit. Hi guys, this is Nabajit Kolita. Firstly, I want to thank the Tezpur University fraternity from the bottom of my heart for giving me this opportunity to speak before you all. Guys, just like you all, I was also a student, an engineering student in Tezpur University from 2013 to 2017. I graduated from the mechanical engineering department, but initially I did not got into the mechanical engineering department because I did not score enough. So I was enrolled in the food engineering department, but I wanted to be a mechanical engineer. So I had two options then. First, I had to drop for one more year and prepare for JE, or I could just prepare, work hard for the first two semesters and slide my branch. So eventually I decided to work hard for the first two semesters, and I got through. I slided my branch from food engineering to the mechanical engineering department. Undoubtedly, these 4 years has been the best. Teachers, my friends, and everybody that I met during these 4 years, they have all helped me, and I have a lot to thank them. So before that, I want to start how I got into entrepreneurship. During the last semester of engineering, I was talking with my roommate. He was from the commerce department. We were talking about finance. And suddenly we struck upon an idea, microcredit in terms in emergency needs. People needed microcredit in emergency needs. So that was a need that we had identified, and we were very much excited about it, and we started talking to our friends whether they felt the need of any emergency cash. We realized that there was this problem, and and there were no solution, and there was no present solution in the market. So we thought of taking it forward. But before going into forward, we needed to learn about entrepreneurship, what it actually was. So we enrolled ourselves into a Startup India learning program. It was provided by Upgrade. And there are also programs like Startup School by Y Combinator. These are great programs, and I think anybody who is interested in starting their own venture should go through these programs. After completing these programs, me and my roommate, we had talked to our friends, and eventually we got our co-founder. He was my schoolmate, which also my best friend. We both we three started initially, and after going into the research, because it is very essential, whatever you were assuming. It had to be validated, because oftentimes it so happens that without validating you start and nothing works and you will fail. So we had started on the research part, and after doing research for a month or two, we had realized that the problem is much deeper. People did not have financial awareness. The lack of financial awareness was one of the reasons people were not being able to manage cash efficiently. So after coming out of university in 2017 June, we had rented a small what you call a 1 BHK apartment in Guwahati. We three started our journey. We had researched, we had talked with a lot of my friends, and eventually there was a need for the startup to carry forward, and we needed cash. So cash has been a problem for us, not only now, but back then. And we had to resort to some secondary source of income. So eventually what we did is that we took some money from our parents and decided to set up 2 food stalls, so that we could fuel our entrepreneurial venture. But as it turned out, that it was a bad idea, because we assumed a lot of things while starting that. We assumed a lot of things, that we will have time to work on our idea while also working on this secondary source of income, but it was not that. We had to work for that 10 months, and we had to halt our startup. We worked on the secondary source of income for 10 months, and there was no output. We had to incur losses, and there was also what you can say, the team also did not sustain. We had to separate our ways. My roommate had to go to his hometown to get a job, because there were financial issues, and my best friend, who was my schoolmate, he also left, because because his objective had changed, because his and as a result of that, we had to halt our operations in 2018. After 2018, I had given myself 1 month time. During that month, I thought about this entrepreneurial venture. How did we go wrong? What was our mistakes? I had to recollect all of my thoughts. Where did it went wrong? And after that, we had started afresh. I, along with my current partner, we started on a new venture, which we now call as the UInvolve. Back then, we realized that there was no ecosystem in the Northeast region for startups. People were starting up, but there was no ecosystem as such, because it is very essential for any startups to thrive. It needs an ecosystem. In cities like Bangalore, Delhi, Gurgaon, or Hyderabad, there are well-established ecosystems, but in Assam, there was no such thing back then. So we decided to build a community of creators and skilled individuals, and give the best out of this community to early stage founders through a program which we now call as the U-Involved Support Program, or in short, you can say USP. So the main objective of this program was that while talking to founders or early stage founders, we met many people who were working on their startup from say 3-4 years, but they were not growing. They were not growing because there was one major problem. They were skilled. They were highly skilled in what they were doing, but for an entrepreneurial venture to succeed, there needs complementary skills, just like Sorab said. There needs additional skills which has to be there for you to succeed. So we decided to bring a community of people which we call them as knowledge workers, and give the best out of this community through a collaborative program which we call as the USP. Now, currently, we are working with 3 startups, and all the 3 startups have gone through this program. One of them is working on probiotic foods, and one of them is working in the urban farming sector. Also, one of them is working on the travel sector. Currently, the program, we have completed the program for 2 startups, and the 3rd startup, it is going on. And during this lockdown, we doubled down our work. We worked hard, very hard. And we finally, after working for 16 months, we were successful enough to secure a pre-seed fund of from a private investor for a valuation of more than 1 CR. So so I want to add here that entrepreneurship is not about just having an idea. It is much more than the idea. It requires conviction. It requires your vision. It requires your willingness to go through the hardships. You will have to face problems everywhere, whenever and wherever you may face problems. This is it is unpredictable in nature, and the only thing that keeps you going is your vision, and the team. See, team is the main factor that will help you in executing your startup and make it a grand success. Initially, we were 2, and now we have a team of 10 people, and we are working hard, and we are working very much for the success of our company. As a founder and CEO, it is my responsibility to ensure that the team we are working with has all their issues addressed, and they are getting the best culture to work on. So at U-Involve, we are working for a working culture that is different from the corporate culture that you can normally see. We have a culture which allows people to give their best. And how do they do that? We allow them to only focus on what they are skilled at. Only then they can give their best. And if they can give their best, what we can expect is only the best from them. So as a result, we have started this journey with now 10 people, and we aspire to make it into the best startups of not only Northeast India, but also the country in the coming years. Now, let us say something about startup. So when we say about a startup is basically a highly growing entity. It is not just a normal business where there is 1x, 2x, or 3x growth, just like Sorab said. It is an entity that has an order of magnitude growth. And by order of magnitude, I mean it should be at least 10x. The growth rate should be at least 10x. And for any startup, there are two basic processes that any entrepreneur follows. The first one is agile process, and the second one is the lean process. For agile, I want to say that companies like Apple, IBM, they followed the agile process. They had an idea. They thought a product like this would be beneficial for the people, and they worked. They put their money, their hard work into it. They brought a product, and eventually people brought it. So that was the agile process. But there is a huge risk in agile processes, because if your assumption and your product does not fit into the needs of the people, then you will lose not only your hard work, your patience, but also a lot of money. The second process which I'm going to talk about is the lean process. And right now, most of the companies are working on this process. The lean process is basically a iterative process. This process basically involves it starts from a niche, just a small feature. Whatever your idea is, you just need to start with a small feature and release into the market. When you will release into the market, you cannot be sure that it will satisfy the needs of the customer or it will fulfill the need. All your target should be to get feedback. Only then you can improvise and get on the feedback loop. Because an iterative process has to be worked through the feedbacks. Only if proper feedbacks are fed into the system, the process works. And many successful startups like Netflix, you can say, Facebook, or any other tech companies in the last 1 or 2 decades, all have followed the lean approach. There are many books on this process. You can go and read about them. I will not go into the details since this is much of an awareness program. But I would like each and every one of you to understand about the basic differences about starting up and what are the challenges you may face. Also, I want to tell you about one basic difference about startups is that nowadays businesses are not an one-time transaction type of business. For example, when you go into a shop to buy any, say, a mobile phone or anything else, you go into the shop, you pay the price, you take the device or your object, and the deal is done, your business is done. But nowadays businesses are working on innovation, and they have transitioned into a different kind of model, which we call as the platform-based model. For example, Facebook. See, Facebook, there are two parts. On one side, there are users, and on the others, there are advertisers. Facebook is the platform which is allowing the advertisers to advertise their products on the platform, which has a user base of 2 billion. The users will change from time to time, the advertisers will change from time to time, but the platform will remain forever. So focusing on platform-based businesses has been the core idea of many entrepreneurs, and I think people should focus on these type of models. Basically, I would end my discussion here, and I think I have covered what I've experienced, most of my experiences, and I would like all of you all to put up any questions, and me and Sorab will answer as much as we can. Hello.
Okay, thank you very much, Sorab. Now I request the student you write down your queries in the chat box one by one. So Navajit and Sorab will try to answer them accordingly.
Yeah. So actually, there are many ideas going on. So the first idea was the PCB layout that we have, that I was the
Sorab,
main designer of that.
you switch on your camera if possible.
Oh, sure, sure. Yeah. So the first idea that I have started this entrepreneurial journey, it was the first PCB layout that I have designed. I think I was in second semester that time, in my BTech days. So I want to show you what the PCB is now. This one. So this was the first PCB that I have designed. The senior was my wallmate, and he used to take my intros and all every time. So, but I learned from this type of designs from him. After in the first semester itself. So I got a good guidance, not only from these seniors, but also from all the faculties from electronics department, mechanical department, even the food tech. I was working with every department. I seems only the civil engineering department has been left out. But I have been working. I have to work with each and every department, from School of Engineering. So this was the first PCB layout that I have designed. And after that, as it comes of idea, then the second idea that it comes is this one. It's a it's a tub maker. So it's like, so you know that there's gamlas and all, to plant trees. So in this so a potter has to, like, he has to spend lots of time to make the round and round, and for it makes their hands dirty, and also there is their hands get infected because due to the continuous use of mud. So we have made a device, this one, where it will automatically make that the tub like shape and a square. It's like molded part. If you see, then there is a jack in the chamber where it will make a hole into that, and we plant the trees automatically. The plants, sorry, not the trees. We plant like the small, in that section, in the holes actually. So we have done this project with the Padma Shri awardee, the Uddhav Bharali sir. So we're working. So it's, I think, in the third semester we have done this project. Then we worked in these health drinks. So this was the health drinks that we have built, like with the help of food department. So with the bitter leaves, we have made the different types of juices, and we used to supply it in the canteens. After that, in the last year, we have made this rubberies. So the each cup, it cost around 30 rupees. So there is a good sale of these rubberies in the hostels, in the night, the night part, like at 11 p.m. or something. There is a good sale of these rubberies. So I we enjoyed what we have done, during the whole BTech days. Built, we have worked. Uh, I think from 2016. from not sorry 2016, it's 2017. I think I have worked 2017 6th semester itself. So we have worked on this project. After that 2018 we took it as a BTech project under the supervision of Paula. So mm, so again someone has given that what were the problems you have faced when you have just started, I mean, on the initial stage. So the main is when you manufacture some of the new machines at the first time, the first problems that you're going to face is the fabrication problem. The 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 fabrication problem is it's a very new thing for us, if we say panipuri, so it's a very new thing, it have to be picked up with some nozzles or something, then it will have to fill the stabs. So there is a quite hit and trials methods. So the problems we faced, 8 months we faced a lot of problems. Actually we have started working on this project since sixth semester itself. That's why we completed till 8th semester April, I think. So it took around 1 year to develop a single machine, if you say. So that's how this is the problems that we have started. First the manufacturing problem, and later after coming out of TU, and we are working on this project then we have faced the industrial designers problem, because we are engineers, we have developed a machine, it's okay, but after that we need some industrial designers to make it commercials, and we are not good in that. We are not the industrial designers, so there are many designers, so they will going to charge as much. The industrial designer valuation is very high. If you get into this field, you're going to know that. So these are the steps. It's very easy to get, but charges, they will going to charge around 1200 rupees per hour, and they will going to make the machine, they will going to put the parts into that. They know which part is better for that. So so these are the times, the first problem is the money constraint problem. The problem that we have faced is the money, the funding problem. So once the fund you have to get, you will get, then we have to use it very concisely. You have to use it very in a very precise way, so that not a single penny has been wasted, will get wasted, in in the use of this machine. So the money problem is there in the first part of the journey. Still there is still the struggle is going on, but we are working on that. So Nabazit, you can.
Yes, I'll add to Pranjal's question. I think he asked about what was the difference between sponsor and investor. So the basic difference is a sponsor will give you a grant without taking anything in return. But an investor will basically take some part of your company, which we call as equity. He will own some part of your company, and in exchange for that, he will give you cash. So these are the basic differences. Coming to the second question, which you asked was, can we build an MNC like Facebook and replace it? Will it be ever possible? I think since I'm an optimist, and I think that is quite possible. So before that, you have to know the process, what process Facebook followed. See, for any startup to get huge, you have to first start by targeting a niche market segment. By niche market segment, yes, I'm explaining, Mustafa. By niche market segment, I mean a market where there may be 10 people who love your product. There may be 10 people for whom you are solving the problem. And these 10 people will eventually turn into 100, but you have to focus on these 10 people. You cannot make targeting small target markets. You have to dominate a small target market, and eventually you have to scale up from that. I want to give you the example of Oyo in this case. See, Oyo started in Gurgaon, and initially they did not scale up until and unless they were satisfied with their process. What they did is that in Gurgaon, their target was to get 4.8 and above stars out of 5 stars in their service. Until and unless they got 4.8 stars from their customers, they did not scale up. After serving their customers really well in Gurgaon, they expanded like wildfire. Now you can see Oyo is an international brand, and they are aspiring to be the world's largest chain of hotels. So the main takeaway here is that you have to dominate small markets, and eventually you will scale up. I hope your query is answered.
Hello, sir. Can I ask something?
Yes, sure.
Okay. I designed a thing in 2018 when I was in HS first year, and
Okay.
it was selected as the best design in the competition, that is on the spot, scientifically and technically problem solving and designing.
Okay.
So, can you give me some site or link or competition so that I can enhance my innovative skill, and also I can get the opportunity to make the things and models successful which I designed before?
Hello. Can I know your name?
Yeah, I'm Ricky Laskar.
Okay. Hello, Ricky. I think congratulations on winning that competition. And I would suggest that you should continue doing this. And for opportunities regarding competitions, and I think you can connect with us, you can connect with me, you can connect with Saurav. We have a community, we have a WhatsApp group, we have a community where we share opportunities and all the different competitions on seminars where definitely you can benefit from. Can I know what kind of a design you did? Does it have a top topic or any specifics?
Okay, in this competition, my subject is I have to make a thing which occupy very small space, and we can do many things in that. So I designed a project regarding this.
Okay. That is quite good. Okay, Ricky, let us connect, and we will, of course, share all the opportunities that will benefit you. You can connect with me if you have my number, or should I share here?
Oh, sure, sir. Please.
Okay. My phone number is 97064
97064
51984.
51984.
Yes, definitely you can ping me, and we'll share with you. We'll talk in at length about what we are going to do.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. Can I get Sorab sir's number?
Saurav?
Sure. So, what you're going to do, like, so you go to 60 page. Wait, as I will share the screen now.
I think Navajit and Saurabh, you can type in the chat box your email ID and contact number, so everyone will get here. The question it is coming, na? There you can type.
Okay, sir.
Serious one. So you go to 60 page. So is it visible, na? Hello.
Yes, sir. Visible.
Yes,
So
visible.
go to 60 page. So here you will going to get many educations, like a stick is there, so they are directly connected with this vice president and the president of India.
Also the Prime Minister is also one of the leading part in these organizations. So Srishti is it's all about, you know, so what's your innovation is all about? It's related to biotech or something?
Yeah, it's like that.
Oh, it's okay. So biotech has a very huge opportunity. So what's your like what's your department?
Actually, I am in civil engineering.
Okay. Okay, that so you go to 60 page. So there no bionest is there. So you read it. So the machine
Yeah, in class 11.
okay, and that's nice. Then you go to NIF, National Innovation Foundation. So NIF is a good platform for only colleges and so NIF Foundation. So it's a National Innovation Foundation India. So they used to support these type of designs and startups, not startups actually. It's the ideas basically. So ideas they will going to develop from right from the very nascent stage. So National Innovation Foundation is there. So go to you just read it once what this is all about. So if you need any help regarding all those things, just connect me. I will share my number. And and NIF has also one branch in Guwahati, I think. So the guy is in good touch with me. So he will definitely going to help you if you have a very potential idea or something like that. And I will going to help you only if you are in like a college going student. Like you have to be in 18. So you have to. You told me that. So you have developed this in class 11. So definitely NIF will be the best. Best source for you for getting this publicly available or something. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
NIF will going to help you.
Yeah, actually, I got the chance to workshopping inside Tezpur University, but I can't because of my final exam. So,
Okay, okay. Then it's like Tezpur University also you can go. So the National Innovation Foundation is like this directly connected with Central India. So everything you will get online. So you just submit the idea what is, and everything is completely safe. So no idea will going to be stolen or something. So just submit the idea in national competition is there. So we're going to meet a quite a range of people from grassroots innovators is mainly working in this field actually. So
okay, okay.
you have the very good chance of say this Inspire Awards. Manak is also there. So this is only for recently I think APJ Abdul Kalam award is also held on I think the September. Last date has I think it's the deadline has reached maybe. Actually I have been sharing all those things in my WhatsApp group and so yeah you can just follow this NIF group, National Innovation Foundation. It will definitely going to help you and you will get it. If you didn't get anything, just contact me or share my number.
Okay, okay. Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So any questions?
Hey, student, you share your and really I am feeling very happy to have students like another thing is that because you see in the engineering courses generally what happen when people join they may feel that if something has been obtained in the campus or immediately after pass out then my life is okay, but no, there are many things where you can utilize your quality and efficiency, so like they did. So that's why most of you may be interested, or at least some of you may be interested on this kind of silence and work, then definitely they will be always the guiding hand for you people. So I expect that you people should ask, consult any query, any confusion or anything if you want to ask. Please, you can ask in the chat box or directly you can ask. Okay, I think this point of time you may not have sufficient thing to ask. So they will be always contact with you. We will be sharing their. Yes, someone is asking.
Sorab, shall I say or you'll start?
Yeah, you can say.
Funding, the $1 million question. See, funding, before funding, there should be something concrete in your hand. Until and unless you have something concrete, you cannot expect anybody else to fund or get interested in your idea. And the stage to which you need to go before funding, we call that stage as the POC or proof of concept. You should have a proof of concept in your hand. Only then you can approach people, investors, which may or may not be excited about your idea, and eventually you will get funded. You do not need to worry about the different types of organizations or funding ventures, because nowadays getting access to venture funding firms and talking to individuals who are angel investors or venture capitalists is no longer a hurdle, because there are networks like LinkedIn, and there will be people who will help you. You have Sorab and me also by your side, but the main here is you need all the assumptions that you took before starting your idea. You have to validate all of the assumptions, and the proof of concept is essentially that paper or that document which will outline all the assumptions taken and all the assumptions validated regarding your idea. Only then you will be anybody else, any person will be interested in funding. But I want to share one more thing here. Not every idea gets initially funded. So initially you have to start from your own savings, from maybe you may ask your parents and all. So there will be a time, for example, you may say 6 to 7 months to prepare your POC. After that only you can go for funding. And to speed up this process of getting a POC done and getting funding ready, our startup is basically working on that. We are basically providing a support program for entrepreneurs or the early stage founders who have an idea and to start their entrepreneurial journey. We speed up that process through our program, and you can expect a lot if you join us. So I have shared my number, and we can always connect. I think I have answered. If there are any more questions, we are ready. Thank you so much. Okay, Mustaf will connect. Sorab, if you want to add anything.
Okay.
So regarding this funding, Novo, you
Yes,
mute.
Mike.
Regarding this funding, like, if you get some like friends or something, that's the way you can get funding. You bring that man into this into the team. But also there is another another ways to get funding, as I have told you, incubations. So if you get incubated somewhere, like I think Tezpur University will going to have one recently. So if you incubated somewhere, so, they have some grant or they have some funds which government has given them. So you can directly utilize this grant for your own POC bill. POC is proof of concept. Like if you are like manufacturing something, or if you are developing a service company or any startup company related to manufacturing, so you have to there should be have some proof of concept of that. So that incubations or that funding agency will definitely will help you, and that will without any equity. Like they will not going to take 10%, 20%. It's a free grant, but you have to show the outcomes what you have done. Like if you got like we have got 10 lakhs of that, so now we are showing them like the machines that they have built, the development of each and every parts. So how the evolutions that will going to take place in the next coming years. So you have to, if you have to show each and every thing in details, then only you will you will be very successful, for you will be eligible for the next grant, the next funding. Otherwise no, if you get the first grant and your clarification, like it's like the civil score in bank. If your outcome is not that good, so definitely you will not get the next grant or next funding at the qualities. And someone has entrepreneurship or job, which one is preferable? It's not like that. It's a way of living life, job is also not bad. Most of the entrepreneurs, they used to do job, by taking for for some experiences, then they go to entrepreneurship. Even some it's the way of living life. It's not like that which one is bigger or which one is more preferable. It's if you want to create something, if you want to be risk taker or something, then someone used to prefer entrepreneurship. And if someone used to work under, it's not like working under someone or because if even if you're entrepreneurs, you have to work under someone. Like if someone is giving funding, like if any funding agency is with you, so they will going to pressurize you, like what are the outcomes, what are so they will going to pressurize you. In the job, there is no any such type of risky activities. You can just flow, you just go with the flow. So both are okay, both are okay in their own field. It's fine. And what are the problems you faced initially? I mean, what you have just started your startup, Prasanjit. So as I have told you, the problems that we face is the money problem, the funding. Though we have selected in many, the top 10 everything, but the government funds. The main problems about this government fund is that the money release, the way of releasing the fund. The government is to release the fund to the startups is very slow. It's a very tedious process. You have to show many documents, like you have to show your credentials, that what you have done before. So after that they will going to release the grants, and it's a very tedious jobs. But if you get some good investors, definitely it is very helpful. But at at the initial stage you will not going to get some good investors, because they will not believe you, because you have to have some concrete things in your hands, so that so that the investor believe in you, believe in the team. They will not going to invest ऐसे नहीं दे देंगे कोई भी. So you have to very concrete. Your team has to be very good. After even if they invest in the first stage, they will take a lot of equity, they will take a lot of shares in your company. So you're going to learn this after you just enter into the things. It's not like I'm like presenting some slide or something. You're going to learn, you only by experiencing it, you're going to learn what's about private limited company, what is about LLP. So why most of the people used to go for LLP, not private limited. So in Tezpur, if you say, there are only 3-4 companies which are private limited. So yes, like this, why they don't go for that? You're going to learn it only after entering into this business. So it's not like that, you're not going to learn, or it's a very hard thing. It's everything is possible. You'll get to learn once you enter the thing. So I hope I have answered your question, Prasenjit. Next, Sanskriti Jain: is getting an idea to start a venture is hard. Is getting an idea. So idea is not like if you're thinking the whole day you will get an idea. It's not like that. So you have faced a problem, then you have the urge to solve it. There it comes the idea that, oh, okay, so there is some problems and I'm going to solve it in this way. So there the idea comes. So, and if that idea has potential, you just do a rough estimation. You just do a a handful of work, like just building a POC of that, proof of concept, or any small servicing type of thing. Then only the idea will go. Then you get to see how this idea will going to execute. And so it's getting idea to start a venture is hard. It's not hard, but you have to wait to see the problems what people are facing. Then only you're going to get the solutions. Then the idea comes. So how we're going to solve the problem. Then only the idea actually comes. So it's not like you're sitting in a room and you are still you were thinking the whole day, so any idea will come. So it is not like that. So after getting some problem, you're going to get it. So I hope I have so Ashraf sir, nowadays public sector companies are getting sold to private ones. Can we really compete them? Especially startups are a very risky thing. Any good investor in your known who support potential startups nowadays? See, there are many investors in the field who are looking into so invest in potential startups. The main thing is the startups are not up to date. There are many investors really, and but the balance sheet and all, everything you have to make it clear. The revenue potentials that your company is going to give in like next 4 to 5 years. You have to make it clear that what you are going to do. Then only you'll get the good investors are there in the field. Just you have to make your way very clear. You have to be very you have to do the thing in a very holistic way. You have to you have to do it very aggressively. And then definitely now the public sector companies are getting sold to private sector ones. Actually, I can't comment on this. It's I don't know what the government is doing right now, but they're maybe they're looking some bigger picture of that, maybe which is not in our brains or something. So hope that will not. So there is no comments on these lines. Hope I have answered the questions. Sorry, answers all the questions. So anyone?
No more query or question will come. I again heartily thank both of my students and entrepreneurs, Sorab and Navajit, and wish them all the best for their future. So when you people will show your success, definitely will be the person who will be mostly delighted and happy. So I request you to be connect with our new batch of students so that from the very first they should understand the concept of entrepreneurship and the scope and other these things. And also students, you please say whoever is interested for this kind of venture or this kind of work, they may continuously be in contact with them, and you can continue your work. So again, thanking Sorab and Navajit.
Thank you
Next
so
time
much, sir.
we'll
Thank
call
you
you
so
some
much.
platform. Definitely, we'll be very happy to call you. So in from some other platform like Alumni Association or something like that, Alumni Talk or something like that. Thank you very much again.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. All the best.
All the best. So let's end.
So let's end the session.
Let's end the session, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So,
Sir,
yes.
can I leave?
You can leave definitely. Already your grouping is done now, all of you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I think you have started your work also. Okay, so you continue your work or
Yes, sir,
assignments
little bit.
whatever have been assigned by your seniors. That means the research scholars who are assigned for you. So now you can leave this meet. Thank you very much.
Sir,
Yes, tell me.
actually, I was allotted a seat in mechanical, sir, today. That means I had changed my branch to mechanical. So, what I have to do now, sir?
No. Now you see, this is not as mechanical or computer science or something like that. Whatever we are doing, creative art, it is interdisciplinary. So we are not asking anyone what is your department. Till now, I have not asked anyone what is your department. Okay. So it is only group activity. So already I think you have a group. So you to continue your work. Getting my point? Even though these two alumni, they are coming from mechanical engineering department, but they are presenting you or they are consulting with you as an entrepreneur only. Yeah. Are you getting my point? And their works are not like that only mechanical. So therefore, concept of entrepreneur, there people are coming. So now the first thing is your that whatever the work is assigned to your small group, you need to continue that and submit on due time. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Rituraj, you can discontinue the streaming, live streaming.